All right, so since quite a few have asked for details on the fitment for the UMB Evo II body kit, decided to put this little video together for everybody. So kit is on the car, but not on the car. There's bolts on the front and rear bumper holding those in place. Front fenders are just sitting there. Side skirts are just kind of wedged in there. And the front fender and rear wheel arch is not bolted on at all. It's just held on by a piece of two-sided tape right now, actually. So just keep in mind that's what we're dealing with here. It's not supposed to be completely flush at this point, but wanted to kind of show details of how well this kit's put together and really kind of how flat and nice all the pieces are, that, you know, not wavy fiberglass. But as you can see, you know, where it's supposed to line up, it lines up. It's just gonna take some finessing to bolt things into the right spot. But all of the mounting tabs do line up to where they should be mounting on the car, or mounting to each other. For example, on the front fender here. So it's a good fit. Just needs hardware to actually hold it in place in the right spots. Other places here where it should line up, it's no bolts in there, no hardware holding this in place. All right, so the lower sill fits on the car really well. Unfortunately, right now with it on the lift, it's kind of pinching it, moving it a bit, but you know, this is one of the pain points I've seen on some of the other kits. This just kind of mounting points, you know, hit where it needs to go. Fits underneath let's see if we can get underneath it here. Fits underneath it pretty well. Not gonna have any issue. Unfortunately, you can see it's kind of pushing it away. That's just because it's not bolted down at all, and the lift's kind of pushing the sill a bit out. I can't get it quite flush with the way it's on the lift. We got no back tires, so can't really do anything about that right now. But it definitely will fit. I'm not concerned about any issues there. These side panels, I mean, they're perfect on the doors. They look outstanding. Those are not tightened down, just kind of screws on the inside, holding them in the original mounting places. And then there's rear wheel arch. You need to cut out the fender for this, but you can see it nicely follows the door line. There is also a piece from UMB that fills this gap nicely, but that's just not on there at the moment. And then comes down to the bumper. Fits nice and level with the bumper. That was a pain point on some of the other kits I've seen. Issues with that, almost like just creating a triangle gap. But then also along here with the rear bumper, everything looks perfect there. Looks like a factory piece you get, you know, from Mercedes. Fit in the body line, so no major gap or anything like that. Looks great. So, and also UMB did add these two exhaust ports for me on the back, exhaust cutouts for the engine setup. So obviously I have two dual exhaust coming back out the back there. So the way he did that, it was actually after the kit was made. He reached out to me and said, "Hey, are you doing two exhaust pipes here? What's going on?" And he added this second exhaust cutout. It looks perfect, like it was molded that way originally. You can't really tell which one was added unless you knew the car. Obviously, it should be on the left side here only. So added this one on the right. But that's the fitment on the kit. You know, as you can see, it all lines up perfectly. No concern. This, you know, obviously needs to go to a body shop and get professionally installed, painted, all that good stuff to have it looking 100%. But you know, that's really not going to be any trouble. There's no major concern on that. Then, you know, gap here for the underneath the lights, that gets filled in with the filler piece. And you know, this fender will actually come down. This bumper's actually just hanging down because it's not bolted up properly. But the fender needs to be pulled down into the correct position, and you can see it'll sit nice and flush, and won't have any issues there. All right, hopefully this kind of touches on details you guys were looking for on fitment of the UMB Evo II kit. If you have any questions, drop a comment. I'll do my best to answer them. And then if you're interested in seeing the rest of the build, definitely hit the subscribe button and follow along. Thanks.